don't know if any of y'all know, but the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is really tall and really long. Not the tunnel bridge, but the tall one on the north end. Man, if they'd hit that, that would have been bad, because that bridge is busy all the time. But I couldn't believe how quick that bridge fell down. I mean, that's sad, because there, I think if you look at the video, there was cars going over it, and they were doing construction on it. So there was like 20 or 30 construction workers on it also. And man, it's just sad. Gary said he thinks he heard that the ship lost power or something. It was going 8 knots and it couldn't, you know, steer or stop or anything. So I don't know. I know it's a sad thing though, but man, that's going to be really congested around there. It's going to be bad for a long time around there. So hopefully they found somebody alive. But we're going over to get her hooked up. So feel bad for all those families, those guys out there working on that bridge at nighttime, and that's a sad thing to happen in this world. It's about 7 o'clock and I'm getting ready to take delivery of my new machine. Very exciting time. So for me it is. I'm sure nobody else cares, but for me, I'm very excited. Big opportunity for me. I love running equipment, so big opportunity. Very excited. Love farming. Love it, love it, love it. It's all I want to do. I wish we didn't have the winter time, because then you could farm all the time, but I guess you got to get a break sometime and spend time with family. So you'll be seeing it in about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see it or not, because it's come on, dang it. Too low light, but you can see the lights flashing. Truck's bringing it up here now. I know the video quality sucks. It's really dark, but when he gets up here close, you'll see it. Guy coming from Wilson, North Carolina. Very exciting. For me, it is. I was going to video coming up the driveway. He was like, man, I wish you had told me. I would have got my big KW cleaned up. It cost them a little bit more in traffic, because it took them a little bit longer, because where the bridge came down up there, I guess everybody has to go around. It's more traffic, so he kind of got held up in it. But exciting day. I'm very excited. I mean, very excited. It's hard to say. So whenever you get a new piece of equipment, it's exciting, but I'm excited. This one's mine, so that's why I'm more excited. Very excited. She is in excellent shape. It was hard to find one that wasn't rusted completely out already. I looked at several of them. A brand new one of these is $680,000. That's just ridiculous what they charge. But I looked at several, and man, they were in bad shape. I mean, totally, the frames are just rusted. This one right here was actually a really good one. They did a lot of work to her. It's just crazy. So we just got the floaters. You can get around and load the machine, but she come with a pretty much a brand new set of floaters. There's two here too. I just got them off. I mean, brand new floaters come with her. So very excited about that. They won't go on there this year, but they'll go on next year, probably this winter. And once we get done with her, doing custom spreading and stuff like that, cover crop, people's wheat, stuff like that, we'll put the floaters on. That way they'll be on for next year for putting fertilizer on wheat, people's wheat and stuff like that. But I mean, that was a heck of a deal. I mean, you get them floater sets, that's probably 20, I don't know, 20, 25 grand for a nice set like them. I mean, brand new. So pretty excited. All right, well, I might as well do a video on this. It is a 2021 4045R with a John Deere, I guess, new leader body on it. It is a DN485. I think she's 300 cubic, 300 or 400 cubic feet. That's what she does. She got pretty good rubber on her for her row crop tires. She come with brand new floaters, frame, everything, really good shape. The body in good shape, very clean, minimum rust. It does have some, of course, it is a spreader, but a lot of them I looked at, this whole section right here was totally rusted. And as you can see, it's just your normal wear, and they wanted one of these things brand new for the new 616R, what this right here is equivalent to, is $685,000. That's retarded. Nobody would pay. I mean, that's a lot of money for a spreader. If you're going to pay $685,000, you're just rich. But I got a really good deal on this thing. Actually, the guy from Southeast Ag, Mr. David, he brought the Vector up that I demoed in my other videos, and I told him I was interested in getting in doing this, and he said they had this Deere down there, and it was actually good shape. She's got all new motors, spinners, pumps. She's got everything new on her. They've spent a lot of money on this thing. Did a lot. They fixed it. There were some hoses, some fittings that were bad. The hydraulic block underneath has been replaced, and I know that's $8,000 just for that block. But they pretty much got this thing in really good shape. And like I said, on the other spreaders I looked at, this whole section right here was completely rusted and going. As you can see, this one right here, the bolts are rusty, but I mean, very minimum rust. But I'm gonna go ahead and Line-X the frame. I just hung out with the driver. He's got to lay over here for 10 hours. So I've been in the shop. It's like 11 o'clock at night. He can't leave till, I think, he didn't get here till dark. I don't think he can leave till 6:30 in the morning. So he's a pretty good guy. He's actually the one that brought the Vector up here, so he knew where he was coming from. And I just been sitting there for 2 hours bull crapping with him. Really enjoy talking to him. Pretty good guy. So we just been in here, kick back, chit chat. But yeah, so starting tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. So tomorrow, frame's gonna get Line-X, let it dry. Then I'm gonna paint it, you know, John Deere green, of course. I'm gonna put cameras on her. Just a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do to it to help it, the longevity of it. Because what I've seen from these things, if you don't take care of them, they turn into a rust bucket. And I got grease on my face. So this is mine. I want to take care of it. I'm going to be doing a lot of custom work for people. I already got a lot of people lined up, and I enjoy running farm equipment, and this puts me in farm equipment a lot more. I won't be doing any videoing for YouTube or anything else while I'm in this on other people's property. I'll never show anybody else's property what I'm doing. Now, if I'm on my own property and I'm spreading, you're going to get to see it. But just out of respect for people that I'm doing, I won't video any of their stuff or anything. You know, it's nobody's business but theirs. So nobody has to worry about that. But I'm very excited, and my buddy Derek's going to run her quite a bit when I'm not running her or when he's off. And he runs one every day. Actually, he runs the same exact thing every day. So he's going to run her. Very excited, big opportunity, and she's going to stay busy. Like I said, I've got several lined up where she's going to be rolling. So if anybody else is interested in getting custom spreading fertilizer, wheat, cover crop, I think she is also capable of lime, wet lime. So I have to check it out. I've talked to Derek about it. You know, Derek's more familiar with stuff like this than me. But after running that Vector, I like being in equipment and running stuff. So I'm excited. So she's going to stay pretty busy. So pretty excited about that. And then next year I'll be able to, you know, put fertilizer on people's wheat, stuff like that. So I can start earlier. You know, I kind of miss that now where that's already done. But I'm pretty pumped up. So nothing like running your own equipment. And I'm gonna, like I said, take care of it, get her looking nice. Well, she looks nice, but you know, just put my touches on it. And so yeah, very excited. Love farming. Gotta love farming. But I'm getting ready to go home because it's going to be an early day for me tomorrow. I'm going to get up here. The driver said he's going to wake up at 5:30 and he's going to leave at 6:30. So he said he wants to get up a little early. So I'm going to get up, go get us a coffee because he's a good guy. Get him some coffee and donuts at Dunkin' Donuts and bring that to him. And then, because he's got a long ride back to North Carolina. And I'll show you the cab. Well, I can probably show you the cab now. I'll show you the cab before I go. Here is the cab. She's got the 4600 and she's got the extended display in her. I'm going to put some cameras and then have the monitor up here, up there. But, yep, I will be in her quite a bit. Pretty excited. And the cab is in really good shape, really clean. And I got the stuff to service it with, but they went ahead and serviced it for me before they brought it up. So here's the bid. She's a belt over chain, so she is capable of doing lime. That's a big bid too. The video probably don't do it justice. It's a big bid. So very excited. I can't wait. Very excited. So anyway, see you all in the morning. All right, good morning. It is the next day. I think I can find Miss Eastern Shore Farmer didn't get back until 1 o'clock from Ohio. I think I finally got the bid then. Woke back up at 3:05, got a shower, went and got coffee at Dunkin'. They opened up at 4:30. Now I'm here. So today's project is, I'm actually going to Line-X the frame and paint it John Deere green once the Line-X dries, just to protect it, but that's probably going to be a little later because I want to get, the frame will be last. I'm going to wax, put a coat of wax on it. That way the paint don't get on there, and then I'll wipe the wax off once all that's done. But I got a camera system to put in it. You can see all 4 cameras at one time. you. This is what it looks like. So it's got 4 cameras on these white things with all the cables. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that in there because from the factory, she came with the camera system for deer. The ability to hook it up, but I guess they never had it on there. So I'm gonna put one on the back of the cab, shining in the bed. I'm gonna put 2 back here. I'm gonna have one facing back so you can see traffic when you're going down the road, because people will pass you without a care in the world. And then I'm gonna have another one hanging down on the spreaders. And I got 4 cameras, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the next one. Maybe I'll put one on this side of the bed over here. You know, that way it's kind of hard to see this side. And so that'll be the project for this morning anyway. I'm sure that's going to keep me busy for a little while. Then I got to figure out where I can run it up the cables, try to get up through the cab somewhere. I know there's a spot you can do it. I just got to figure out where it's at. Just stuff like that I'm doing today, this morning. Mount the monitor in there. She's got a secondary monitor. I might put that up and then the camera went down. I don't know yet, I'll look at it. But yeah, so first day of excitement. So I'm gonna get this stuff done and I'll video some of it. I'm by myself, so I'm probably gonna not video it. I'll probably show you the aftermath. So that's the plan. So first thing I'm gonna do is drink some of my coffee. I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I'm exhausted. I just put 4 cameras on. I didn't video any of the camera installation because, trust me, it was not fun. The cameras, putting them up wasn't bad, but running the wires everywhere to get all the way up inside the cab. So I got them all done, and I got updates going on that John Deere sent me. So I'll show you what the camera system looks like. I really like having 4 different screens. Instead of having to flip through each one, I can just look at all 4 at the same time. So, and the thing's Bluetooth, so it connects to my phone. And it's pretty nice. It was actually pretty simple. And it was a lot cheaper. I think I paid $279 for that. And Case and John Deere wanted like $1,700 for their camera, and I got 4 cameras. They only had 2 cameras, and they wanted like $1,700 bucks for it. So I got this off Amazon, and I love this thing. But here, I'll show you. The 2 on the left are the ones that are on the side of the beds, and then I got one shining down on the spinners to see that, and then I got one at the back of the cab so I can see when the bin's getting close to being empty. Even though it has sensors in it, still nice just to keep a visual on it. So the computers are downloading. Brian from John Deere sent me my updates and logged it into our account. So it should be just about finished up. Eastern Shore Farmer, she just came over and got up in here and looked at it. She actually helped me adjust the cameras. I got her to look at the screen while the 2 on the side are like a round camera. You can turn them. So I was adjusting them, because before I kept going back, coming up, going back, coming up. So I went ahead and got all that done, and so she helped me do that, and she really likes it. She's excited for us too. So I don't know, I'll show you some more stuff. Well, got all the cameras hooked up. There's one there on the corner, one so I can see the spinners. There's another one on the corner right there by the ladder. And then I got one, you can see it right there behind the cab so I can see inside the bed. I got her all taped up. Scraped some of the frame where there was a little bit of rough bubbles here and there. I'm gonna go ahead and, I've roughed up the frame a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with Line-X, let it dry overnight, and then come back in the morning and shoot it with the air gun with John Deere Green and paint the frame so she looks halfway decent. I'll probably paint the wheels too. Got a coat of wax on her. So hopefully by tomorrow you will see the finished product. This is what she looks like right now. You can see the frame where I scruffed it up. So I'll show you tomorrow what she looks like when she's done. Alright, so I'm getting ready to head home. I got the frame all Line-X'd, all the back and the front, everything. So I'll let it dry overnight. And I even did the front, even though the front didn't have any rust. It's just got to dry. Did it on both sides. Wipe the wax off. Tomorrow I'll wrap the cab and everything and then shoot the John Deere green. And I'm actually thinking about Line-Xing these fenders right here. I don't know if it sticks to plastic, I don't know. But I'm going to let it dry overnight. And like I said, shoot the green tomorrow, paint the wheels, and she should be ready to go. Just trying to protect it a little bit, you know, an investment. Trying to protect the investment. Oh, and then I got, that's not it, after I paint it, I got the grease tape wrap. I'm gonna wrap every single fitting on here. I got 2 rolls of it. I'll show you what it looks like. They said if you got trucks or anything, wrap all your fittings. It prevents them from rusting up and seizing up. Oh, this is what it looks like when it comes in. And it's basically like a grease duct tape. And I saw a bunch of them, even that new Vector had them wrapped around it right from the factory. And it prevents your fittings from rusting up, and you know, when you try to get them loose, you can't do it, and it just keeps them looking fresh. So I'm gonna, after I get all the paint done, that'll be the last step, is to wrap every, I'm gonna use both rolls if I got to. I don't care what fitting it is, it's gonna get wrapped, because that's, like I said, I saw it on the Vector and it really looks like it worked. So she's gonna get a full wrap. So I probably won't get done with it tomorrow, maybe the next day. But they're talking about 2.5 inches of rain, so it's not gonna really matter. I gotta clean the cab out, do the windows. So probably I'll be done sometime this weekend. But pretty excited. Let that dry and harden on there. Tomorrow shoot the green. It's gonna look brand new. It's in good shape. I'm proud. Looks really good. Oh, I gotta put green under neon lights too. I forgot to tell you. You know I have to do that on every piece of equipment that we have. Exciting. All right. Good morning. It's day number 2 on the spreader. I think I got everything Line-X'd. I went over some spots that I missed. Then I went over some other spots just to make it a little bit thicker, but I did the ladders. Frame, all the fender guards. I did everything this morning. I figured, you know what, why not just go ahead and Line-X it all? That way everything's protected. The only thing I didn't Line-X is the front part of the frame right here, because it goes to plastic. And then right here, I stopped right there, but everything behind you can see I Line-X. So yeah, she is done. I'm gonna let it dry for about an hour, and then she's gonna get her top coat put on her. I'm gonna move, Derek suggested that I move that mirror up, because on that mirror, because on his, he's got it moved up. That way you don't have to look through the railing. So I'm gonna move that up to the next rail, and just little odds and ends, stuff like that, get that done. And what else? Oh, I gotta cover the cab with plastic. That way no paint's on there. And I could go ahead and just paint the wheels while that's drying, put a first coat on, but man, I hate John Deere yellow paint. It is so runny. And the wheels aren't in bad condition, but I don't want everything else painted in there. Then you would really see how dull they are. So I might just go ahead and hit them. And yeah, while it's drying, just go ahead and hit them probably. And see how that works. Definitely got to get the cab covered with the plastic. And that's it. So you'll see the rest of it here in a minute. When I get ready to paint, I'll put you guys up here and let you see it. So, and I did and a clarification. You know, the frame wasn't bad at all, but it's a brand new machine to me, even though it's used. And if anybody's watched our videos, I like our stuff looking good. You know, I want the frames looking good. I add lights to them. You know, I like a little extra. You know, all it takes is just a little bit of my time for something like this to make it look that much better. So that's why I do it. Not trying to say I'm better or I have to have better stuff. I just like to keep our stuff nice and neat. So, you know, if there's people that hate on me for doing this, this isn't just a machine to me. This is part of our life. So I want to keep it nice looking, and I want the longevity of it to go longer, and I don't want something always happening to it where I got to be working on it 24/7. I'd rather be out spreading with it. So, you know, the little stuff I can do, you know, it's raining. I think we've already got 2.5 inches, so nothing's going to go on for a while, but it's raining outside. So what am I going to do? Sit home and watch TV? No, I'd rather get this machine right, get her ready, and get her good looking, because it represents me. And I like stuff to look good, you know, so. And it represents John Deere and whoever I'm spreading for. I mean, it looks good on somebody's farm, not just our farm, so. I don't know. Do a good job and it'll come back to reward you. But as soon as it dries, she would look bad with like a gloss black frame though on her, but now we gotta have John Deere green. I'll put John Deere green on her. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move that here. I went ahead and painted the wheels. They look a lot better. So the next step is I'm gonna go home and we got a mask for painting. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Both sets look pretty snazzy. So it's raining. We got a little hole in the ceiling up there. Got to get that fixed. Guy come and put a new roof on the barn, and he did a really crappy job apparently. So we have to figure that out. Let me go get the mask and I'll start painting. Alright, here's the before. So we'll show you an after. So I got the frame all painted. All underneath of her and everything. In the front, the back. So I'm just gonna let it sit in here with the heat on for a while. Then I'll come back later and pull all the tape and everything off, and it turned out pretty daggone good. I gotta take a spray bomb and touch up a couple little spots. I didn't want to get too close with the air gun, but I think it looks daggone good. Yep. Pull the tape off. Looks like a brand new one. Alright, well that's the end of the video. Please give me a thumbs up and watch, please. I'm excited. Alright, see you later.